Hi, I'm Don Bailey with Blockbusters Tech. I wanted to provide a video for you so that you could have information about what we're doing moving forward and why we're doing it. In this video, I'm going to discuss the multitude of businesses that we've developed, the projects that we're working on, and how that's all going to come together to create a beneficial ecosystem for those that are in the Blockbusters Tech project. As a crypto company, Blockbusters Tech, we really sought out to develop something that would be different from what we've experienced in the past. So how is it different? In the past, my specific experience has been that projects will create a token, and the only utility of that token will be that individuals buy it or sell it. They will invest heavily in the marketing of the project that will create what some refer to as hype for the project, and that is what continues the lifespan of that project. We operated under the auspices that the technology of the industry, the blockchain technology, the cryptographic technology, is more important and creates more utilizations, not only for us as a company, but for the people that are using our technologies, the people that are purchasing our tokens. We wanted to create an ecosystem that created a mutually beneficial relationship whereby we can take the revenue from the blockchain technologies that we're building and support the liquidity for the token that we've developed. So first, let's talk about how we generate liquidity for our token with these companies. So how do these companies create liquidity for Blockbusters Tech? Well, that's a question that we had as well. And the solution that we've come up with was the liquidity injection operation contract. This contract is fairly simple. What it does is receives BNB. It will then purchase BBTF and pair it with the remaining BNB for liquidity for BBTF. It's a very simple process that allows us to take our Web 2 and Web 3 innovations and leverage their profits to not only impact our charts on the front end with the purchase of BBTF, but also provide additional liquidity for the project. So the first innovation I'd like to talk about is Aligner. Aligner is really important to me because it is one of the first decentralized affiliate networking platforms. While it started off as an acquisition, we've primarily moved towards building our own platform for this. And one of the reasons that we want to build our own platform for this is because I think it's extremely important not only to automate most of these processes, but also integrate the processes specifically into our ecosystem. So what does Aligner do? Aligner is a decentralized affiliate networking platform. What do I mean by that? I mean that an individual can sign up for Aligner and disclose to the public that they are promoting and benefiting from a cryptocurrency project, an NFT project that they're promoting. These disclosures are necessary for compliance, and we created a platform to allow these people to compliantly promote these products. On the other side of it, what does it do for the tokens that are on Aligner? Well, it allows them to connect with influencers in a compliant mechanism. So they don't necessarily directly communicate with an influencer on the platform. Instead, the platform handles the connection from the token to the influencer. And when we create that compliant mechanism, we also allow these individuals to go out and promote that you can get this token by utilizing my link. And when individuals are not only informed that this person is promoting and benefiting from the promotion of a token, when the fees are clearly disclosed when the individual goes to buy the token, and additionally, when the swap uniquely benefits them at a stabilized percentage based on the conversion rates that they bring to the company, it creates a mutually beneficial relationship between the influencer and the brand. And as we utilize Aligner more and more for our internal ecosystem, we believe that we can create a powerful marketing mechanism that's not only compliant, but also evergreen, meaning that it can survive past the current echo chambers that we find ourselves in, such as Twitter and Reddit. The next thing that I'd like to talk about is technology that is necessary for innovations that we plan to release in the future. So that technology specifically is an escrow contract. And a lot of you who are technologically inclined in Web3 space might say, oh, where there are tons of escrow contracts already written. Well, not the ones necessarily that we need. So without getting too far into detail, obviously we need a multi-signature contract that allows an admin to interact with multiple parties, primarily buyer and seller. But additionally, we need to include data that we can grab from off-chain oracles such as Chainlink. And we need those to specifically interact with the escrow contract as well. So we've been building our own escrow contract specifically for the purpose to allow us to develop other utilities on top of it, but additionally promote APIs and ABIs for other companies to integrate this into their platforms. We've already identified target markets that we'd like to use this. We've already identified businesses that we would like to promote this product to. The next thing that we had to accomplish was hiring the developers to complete this contract. One specific utility that we've been developing that will leverage the escrow contract is called Freelancer. Freelancer is simple. It's a Web3 based platform whereby people can pay in cryptocurrency to hire developers. So very simple understanding. We see this all over the place, such as with Freelancer, for example. Our specific and intended goal with this project is to create a space where we have specific access to, where developers can come and where people can come and hire trusted developers on the platform. Now, this platform won't be one where any developer can come and sign up and where anybody can just come and hire a developer without any interaction from a smart contract. That smart contract we just talked about, which is the escrow contract. More importantly, for Blockbusters, the unique benefit here is that it gives us access to developers that are outside of the Twitter space, and we can evaluate their skill as well as their project completion rate with other projects. This is going to be uniquely beneficial as we scale our development team in the future moving forward. As we develop these technologies specifically for our internal use, it becomes extremely important to find mechanisms to create softwares as a service. What I mean by that is where other entities can come in and use the technologies that we build for ourselves internally. That way we can benefit or profit from other people using our technologies. One way in which we will export this technology to other companies is through WPBSC. This is our WordPress Binance Smart Chain project. It is a plugin whereby, as Blockbusters Tech continues to develop utilities, it allows us to implement those utilities easily on WordPress websites. WordPress as a CMS is the most used CMS in the world. And so because it has global adoption, we thought it would be extremely significant for us to develop a utility that specifically works with WordPress websites, whereby people that are coming into the Web3 space can leverage the use of Web3 utilities simply and easily. And as the escrow contract, the Freelancer platform, we have also created DeFi bills. DeFi bills is simply an invoicing platform where a user can send out an invoice and receive crypto on that invoice. We believe this is specifically important as more professional entities start accepting crypto. Not only do you need a mechanism for tracking your cryptocurrency payments, but additionally, you need a mechanism to make it easy for the people that you're providing service to have a verified and unmistakably easy process for sending crypto and you also verifying that you received that purchase. Now, obviously, DeFi bills and an escrow contract have a bunch of mechanisms in which they can work well together. This is why we say build the right things at the right time and in the right order. As you know, one of the major accomplishments so far in our short history has been the creation of tokenomics as a service. While I know that our explanation of what tokenomics as a service is has been extremely vague, while we've told people the concept, we haven't necessarily discussed how we're doing it. One of the reasons for that vagueness is specifically because of that build it for us, test it for us, use it as a software as a service, and export the technology to other products. So because we're doing this, we've created the Global Rewards Network. This is going to be a network where other tokens are going to be able to come in and utilize our tokenomics as a service technology for a small fee. Obviously, when they pay the fee, we then send the fee back into the company and through the charts for our liquidity injection operations. We believe that the Global Rewards Network will help us bring down some of the gas fees on the Binance Smart Chain, as well as other chains where we may see this implemented. In conjunction with the Global Rewards Network and Tokenomics as a Service, we believe that we've developed an efficient way for people to stake their tokens. Now, I wouldn't necessarily go so far as to say this is the most innovative technology that has come to staking. But what I will say is that not only is it innovative, but it's also secure. So as a result, we've created Smart Staker. Our goal here is to bring in easy mechanisms for tokens to come and create staking contracts. Additionally, for users to come and safely stake their tokens in our Smart Staker network. Thus far, most of the innovations that we've discussed have been specifically business to business. But we've also been developing products that we believe consumers will benefit greatly from, and that will also benefit our ecosystem. One of these products specifically that we are ready to talk about is BitHarvester. Well, what is BitHarvester? We've seen this before with other apps on your phone where you can connect your bank account, and what it will do is take your change and then use your change to go and purchase stock or go and purchase Bitcoin. We've seen this all over the place. You can leverage your Cash App to do this, etc. We wanted to create something like that specifically for DeFi, so we've created BitHarvester. Now, why don't you have BitHarvester yet? There are a couple things in terms of the complexity and development. We understand the process and the development process that we have to go through. But then we also have to leverage third parties. You have to leverage one third party to allow you to connect to your bank account. We specifically can't do that because we're not a money transmitter. The second third party that we have to use is a way for us to on-ramp your fiat from your bank account into crypto. We've already identified the third parties that we're working with on this, and we're continuing to push forward with the development of BitHarvester. We think this is going to be extremely beneficial to our ecosystem as we're able to control what people are utilizing or spending their spare change on. We believe this is the next iteration of the swap idea. While people are primarily participating in swaps, it's not necessarily something that allows people to continuously or on a reoccurring rate engage with tokens on there. So as we continue to diversify our holders, one thing that we thought would be beneficial is if our holders could continuously contribute to their portfolio just by leveraging their spare change. The question is will people utilize this? All of the market studies indicate that they will, because we already have market competition from other projects that are doing it. Specifically, this hasn't been accomplished in the DeFi space, and moreover, this allows us to take the swap idea to the next level. One thing that we're specifically focused on is innovating things that we experience right now. So why is all of this important? Well, it goes back to the first thing that I mentioned. Every single thing that I've talked about thus far has the opportunity to generate revenue for itself. The question is how does that revenue come back to Blockbusters Tech? And how do we ensure that our token also has utility? Well, I've clearly explained it with the liquidity injection operation. Every single one of these projects is going to be able to take a component of their profits and send it back through the liquidity injection operation contract, which then buys over the market for BBTF and then injects liquidity into the contract. This is something that we're focused on building as we move forward in the future, to create a software as a service infrastructure that allows us to leverage technology, create technology that is useful for people in the Web 2 space as well as in the Web 3 space. When they pay us for that service, bring the profit back into the Blockbusters Tech token. Moreover, what's extremely important is how do we take this technology that we developed specifically on the BSC chain and export it to other blockchains? This is where the Mirror protocol comes in. Now, the technology and rebuilding the technology on the other blockchains, that's a very simple process. The question is how do we get this liquidity to function together? And then how do we get people to go from natively interacting on Bitcoin, coming to utilize the technology on BSC, and then moving over to Polygon to use subsidiary or secondary or complementary technology? This is where the Mirror protocol becomes extremely important to our process. Our goal is to leverage liquidity to move people across chains with our technology. And we believe that Mirror protocol is essential to doing this. More importantly, when the SafeMoon blockchain is released, we believe that not only will Blockbusters Tech, but Mirror protocol will be one of the first tokens on the blockchain with these innovations. So we have a specific opportunity to have a first market mover advantage on a SafeMoon blockchain. But more importantly, we believe that we're going to allow people to bring their native assets onto the blockchain via the Mirror protocol and via the Blockbusters Tech technology that we're developing. In conclusion, at Blockbusters Tech, I understand we've gone through the most amount of growth in the first 100 and some days of our token. The next 100 days and the 100 days after that, our goal is to continue to push forward, not only with what we learned about the industry and the knowledge that we have about who should be on our team, but to build a better organization and build better technology that's innovative. Our goal is not to have an NFT marketplace specifically for the purpose of saying that we built one. Our goal is not to have a swap specifically for the purpose of saying that we built one. Our goal is not to have a wallet specifically for the purpose of saying that we built one. If we're building it, it has a very specific purpose in our overall vision of our ecosystem. How can it benefit the projects, and how can it make DeFi more transparent and a safer place for users to be involved in? I'm Don Bailey with Blockbusters Tech, and remember, diversify, everyone, everywhere. How now, brown cow? How now, brown cow? It's kind of stuffy, you know? Smoking a pancake. Smoking a pancake. Can I have those little crepe things? Little small pancakes?
Oh yeah, crepes.
Yeah.
Or about
Hey, oh, those things are nice. I really like them.
they're delicious.
They are delicious.
Nutritious. Probably not nutritious.
No one ever talks about how nutritious they are.
Yeah.
That's
Some berries on top, a little bit of whipped cream, maybe some powdered sugar.
You know what? Hold on one second. Hey, John. Yeah, no one's talking about crepes. Just wanted you to know. All right, bye.